Welcome to the Invisible Marketer Podcast. I'm your host, Kalina. In this episode, I sat down with McCallus. McCallus is an agency owner, and he also owns a property management company. He has almost 100 properties that he oversees. In this episode, McCallus shares his journey of how he got started and how he's got to where he is today. The biggest thing that I'm excited to share with you is his take on how we overcome our fears as an introvert, as someone that is afraid to get out there on social media. So if you would like today's show notes, you can go to invisiblemarketer.com/McCallus. Let's dive on in.
My process is like a complete done for you process. So every client that comes to me, either he or she doesn't have a lot of time to do the tech stuff, or he or she doesn't know. I provide like the full done for you service. I prepare property for all the known OTAs. OTAs are the online travel agencies like Booking, AirBNB. And yes, I give them this option, but I'm trying to educate my customers that they should focus on creating their own direct bookings channels. So this is my effort now to convert most of the bookings into direct bookings. This is my main focus. And this is what I'm trying to teach now, which is like a course that I'm having. And also, if a customer wants to use my, let's say, my specialties in order to prepare his direct booking website, I'm going to do it for him. I'm going to teach him how to advertise towards his website and get more than 50% of his bookings through his direct booking channel. Let's say my dream and my vision now.
I honestly am fascinated by Airbnbs. I always said, if I ever get rich, I'm going to buy me some real estate and I'm going to turn it into Airbnbs. I love the concept of Airbnbs, and I love the concept of being able to create that extra income and then hire somebody else to actually do the cleaning and have everything automated, actually have somebody to go in and set it up for me. So I've always wanted to do that, and maybe one day I will. So I know exactly who I'll be reaching out to.
It's a great way to provide to yourself like side income, or it's an easy way. If you complete some automations and set systems into process, then it is something that you have to just observe from a distance and see that everything is working through the systems. I've been in this field more than 8 years now. I started with my own Airbnb, my grandfather's old guest house. So I started to see what the problems are as a property owner. I used this knowledge that I have for 3 years, and I started sharing my knowledge with some of my friends. I helped them with their own Airbnbs, and that led me to create my own property management company, which is, if you know what you're doing for your own property, it is easy to, let's say, multiply almost 100 properties that I'm now monitoring. Mostly it's systems, and it is, conditioning yourself in order to endure the anxiety of having a lot of property owners to talk to and manage, and a lot of customers that are reaching every summer in the Airbnb properties. I'm in Greece, which is like a summer location, especially here where I'm living. It's a 8-month season, which is a lot of days that the customer can come here. So in the summer, there is a lot of noise. If you put systems, then you just have to monitor and see that things are going smoothly.
So that would be something that would be almost like a passive income where you don't have to put a lot into it after you set it up.
That is my goal. Now I'm involved because I have to cooperate with the owners, which is something that I like, because most of my customers are people that I like, and we talk in a different way. We go for dinners. This is something that I enjoy. I try to put myself off the element. I have people that are working for me and just monitor and see that everything is going smoothly. If you set it up correctly, it is a great form of passive income.
What is something that you see that your clients struggle with before you are able to actually come in and help them?
Most of my customers have two problems. The one is time, which is the main problem. mostly people that have a lot of properties don't have the time because they are working or doing something else to manage their properties. So they come and buy my time. So I'm selling my time, which is the main problem that they have. And the second problem is that they have problem with technology. Don't know how to construct websites in Booking, in Airbnb, or run their own website, which is something that I now know quite well. They are coming to buy my time and my tech knowledge. So this is the two main problems.
And I guess the booking websites, they also charge a big fee.
This is my vision now, and my dream is to try to be independent from these websites and try to reach more than 50% of the bookings to be through a direct booking channel. So in my agency now, we are creating a direct booking websites, let's say, for my customers, which is something that I'm strongly marketing. My target is one, to convince my customers and potential customers that they have to create their own websites, because with the OTAs, with Booking or Airbnb, you never know when they will increase their commission. Recently, I was informed that Airbnb now will charge an extra 2% about exchanging different money like dollars or euros, which is an extra 2% for the owners and the customers. You have a partner, which is Airbnb or Booking, but you never know what they will decide to do. When they decide to change something, you cannot do anything. You just comply with their rules. But if you create your direct booking channel, you are in charge of your house. I like to say that it is not right to build your house on someone else's property.
We rented something. It was $100 for one night to clean it. And then it was $100 to rent it. It was just a little small place. I just wanted to see where those fees come from.
Those fees come from the owners or the property managers when they are discussed with the owners. The fees is something that if an owner wants to put them, he can put them at an extra fee for the guest, or he can decide to have this price inside the price of the house. But mostly this is a trick that Airbnb is doing. When you see the initial price, you can't see the, let's say, the cleaning fees. But when you go to rent the house, you have the extra fee, which is the cleaning fee. I suggest to my customers not to use the cleaning fee option and just have one price for the entire house. If the guest decides, he will rent the house. But yes, the fees is something that the owner decides to put for the customers.
The price per night is lowered to attract you to look at the thing. And the cleaning fee is there, hoping you don't pay attention to how much it is.
Other platforms like Booking or Expedia, they're not using the same tactics.
It can be very expensive. You can go to a hotel. Airbnbs are really nice, and you get your home away from home more so than you would a hotel. If I was an Airbnb owner, I would probably want to charge what it's worth. I just didn't know how that worked. As far as like your marketing goes, how has it been getting clients?
I'm going to say what is happening this month, which is amazing. I had also trouble to get in front of the camera because I was avoiding it. So I decided to go all in for this month. I'm pushing myself also. It's been like 20 days now. And the past 3 days, I have got 4 customers that are asking for me to build their websites. This is already customers that I'm using their Airbnbs, but already people that are in my Facebook profile, friends that are seeing what I'm doing. Because I have established an authority now for these 20 days, they reached out the past 3 days asking for a website building. The organic way is working now, so I'm very happy for that. My reels are gaining a lot of views. There are reels that passed like the 1,000 views. I was amazed also. And I use a quite simple technique for this. I try to be as simple as it could get. Write 2 things, a title, a hook that is okay, and just put it out there.
Simple is better, and we just don't believe it. I love seeing your videos. Even though I can't understand them, I'm truly inspired. And I see that you're getting tons of likes on your videos. Your views are going up, and I love it.
Thank you. It's been a very nice experience for me too. I'm evolving through this procedure every day. Okay, I understand what is working, what is not. I think that next month is going to be better. I'm trying to teach a lot. Now I'm thinking that, okay, teaching is working, but sometimes story is better. If you share your story, it's better for people to understand that now he's running 100 properties, but he started from one and then he went to two to 10. So this is something that we have to document, I think. I'm here for the community also. I'm loving what we are doing now, and I see some momentum.
I love the momentum, and I love that we're all creating our own communities and we're starting to get members in our community with organic traffic.
To have some steps forward, I can see that the value is great. This is part of something bigger. It's not about sales or, let's say, money for me now, more about contributing. You have to put yourself out there, and people that cannot do it, they struggle and they will never do anything in the marketing world if they don't decide to do something and defeat their fears. You have probably a framework of what you are doing. Document it and give it to the world.
I have my community. What I'm doing in there is I'm documenting my journey of building my brand. As I get my community members in there, I'm going to develop what do they need? Because I probably have experience with it. For 20 years, I've tried everything, but I have done multiple businesses. I've created websites and funnels, print on demand stores and e-commerce stores. I've sold on eBay. I have so much experience in a little bit of everything. Chances are, if it's technical, I've done it. In a lot of my courses, I'm showing how we can shortcut certain processes. We don't want ChatGPT to copy everything for us, but it will help us get clarity and get certain processes that we can make faster. So it doesn't take you a long time to do certain things. Are you enjoying today's episode and feeling inspired by the stories and the strategies that you are hearing? I would like to personally invite you to be a part of a community that is filled with people from all walks of life. Inside of there, you will discover a welcoming space filled with fellow introverts and entrepreneurs who share their knowledge, exchange ideas, and support each other's growth. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or you're new to this journey, our community is here to empower you every step of the way. You can gain access to exclusive training, insightful discussions, and valuable networking opportunities by joining our community today. Let's collaborate, learn, and grow together. Head on over to community.invisiblemarketer.com and become part of our amazing family. I know you said you had trouble with putting yourself out on camera. Was there a point where you're just like, I got to do this?
I think that I used to do some videos in the past, but this was like starting and stopping every time. I went in for 2 or 3 days and then stopped and thinking for a month or two what to do. There were two things that changed, I think, this time. First is that I got some clarity about what to put out there. So it's the content creation that we had the previous month, which was the written form. So I knew what was working there and what was not working. I decided this month to commit. The commitment that I made day one, every day I'm going to have my reel ready, and decided to have one way to do it for the entire month. Have a specific way, not something different to search every day for something different. I'm going to stand in front of my bookstore here, and I'm going to teach or say something wearing the same clothes. So it's like a story evolving for all of the month. One person that saw my first video, and he continues to see the second and the third and the fourth, he's seeing a story evolving for all the month. This creates also curiosity. This creates simplicity for me, which is quite simple to stand in front of the same space, teaching something different. It is like a procedure. And when you have things in order, I think that you will not procrastinate because you decide to do the same thing. The space is there. So it's quite simple. It's like having to brush your teeth every night because you have a toothbrush in front of you. This is the way I thought to trick my mind, not to try to get away with it.
So do you batch create? Did you create the whole month at one session and then you just cut it in clips?
More than 10 videos were like batch created. Tomorrow I'm going to batch create the rest of the month. So this is my way. I'm going to teach one thing tomorrow, cut it in small videos.
I'm so jealous. This is my creation process. At 8:30 at night, I'm on ChatGPT trying to figure out what to say in my videos. I just can't figure it out. And I try to just brainstorm. 9:30 comes around. I'm still trying to figure out what to say. And then I finally get up the courage. Okay, this is what I'm going to say. Now I'm going to practice my speech. That's another 30 minutes. Then I record it. Now that's 20 takes of me trying to record this. After that, it's okay. I've got a good one. Now let's put it in CapCut. Oh, I got to cut this out. Oh, I got to cut that out. Now I got to put captions, and now I got to upload it to Instagram.
Exactly the reason I didn't do it like that, because I knew that this would create an extra obstacle in front of me in order to do it. In this way, we are trying to trick our minds. If you don't like doing videos or you are not familiar with that, you have to go with the easy way. I'm shooting the video. I'm cutting the videos in 30 seconds. And then I'm going to Canva. I'm creating the cut, putting some title, music through the Facebook Reels, and let it out there. If I have the whole video, it's 3 or 4 minutes to send it to the Facebook Reel.
I've got to change my strategy. I've been doing interviews, and then I would clip it up, but then we split the clips between both of us so that we're not posting the same clips. So I only get a couple of clips out of it.
For this type of, let's say, challenges that we are having this month, it's all about deciding what do you want to promote this month. So I decided to promote one thing, only the website building. I'm doing other stuff also. I'm doing Facebook ads, so I can do other stuff with my agency. But I decided to promote only one thing, and that's why I got 3 or 4 sales, because I'm constantly saying the same thing with different perspectives. So this is my content for the month. It is easier for me to create it. I know that whatever I'm going to say, at the end, I'm going to sell a website.
How do you do your actual call to action at the end of your video?
If you see on the bottom of every video, there is one sentence: build your website in Clicks in Shop, which Clicks in Shop is my company. They are seeing this title below the video every time for 20 videos now. They were watching half of the video, which is like 30 seconds video. They were watching like 6 seconds, but they were reading the same line below. Some of them called me and told me, I want to build my website with you. It is all visual, I think. If they get a nice hook on the top of the video and they stop, they see 10 first seconds of the video, they read the line below, and then they start thinking. If they see it 10 or 20 times, at the end, they think they have a problem, and I'm the person that will solve the problem.
What could I put as a tagline on my video?
What is your call for action?
It's usually join my community.
I think that since you are branding now, you should put the name of your community at the bottom of the video. But at the top, I would put some hook that has to do with what you're saying in the video. If you are teaching how to not to be an introvert and how to get in front of the camera, just put something at the top that will stop a person that has this problem. I'm putting it at the top. Do you want to find your ideal customer? So they stop and say, who is my ideal customer? They want to see the video. Then they read the bottom line about my agency. It is quite simple, but it is working.
That's what matters. I'd rather do simple any day. I'm definitely going to take away a lot from this. I need to batch create. I'm tired of waiting until the last minute. I work a 9 to 5. I work 10-hour shifts every day. Then I'm cooking dinner. I'm making sure my son has his homework done and watching maybe 20 minutes of TV, if even that. And then it's back to trying to create the content because I didn't have time all day because I was at work. It's a very busy life. If I can solve that for my ideal avatar as well, that'd be a big one.
If this helps, I would try to think what would stop my ideal customer to see this video. Put this as a hook on top of your video, and then just put consistently your brand or your community name at the bottom. This will also help you to find out what to create. This will be easier for you, I think.
I also made the mistake of choosing Instagram as my platform. I had never posted hardly on Instagram except for words on a screen with a background and music and me reading it off. So I had never created a video with my face on Instagram. Instagram has just been intimidating to me because everything looks so professional. I think that's a lot of it too. If I know I'm recording it for Facebook, I can get on there. I can talk confident. I can do everything. But when it comes to Instagram, it has to be perfect. That's probably in my head.
I decided at the beginning of the challenge, some of my friends told me go for YouTube. I didn't have a following or didn't know what to do. I thought I'm going to do Facebook, which is where I have a following, but I'm going to connect my Facebook account to my Instagram account. From the beginning, every video also is being reposted in Instagram. I'm using my own business page for my company and my Facebook page, and I'm reposting everything there. So what I'm doing, it takes literally 3 minutes to do everything. I have the video in Canva. I download it in my cell phone. I'm making the first post in my Facebook profile. I copy the reel, go to the Facebook page, do it again and again in my business page for my company. So I'm creating consistent noise, which is imperfect. Yeah, in Instagram, it doesn't look very good, but it's imperfect. I get almost 100 people liking the video. So it's working. You have to be consistent about your message, about your brand, and just have one thing in your mind, what to sell in this month. Let's say what is the one product you want to go for, and it works.
I guess that's the way I should start thinking about it. Post it to Instagram and don't even look at it. And maybe one day one of those videos will blow up and I'll get plenty of followers. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's stressing me out.
I think that this is the main reason that everybody is facing struggles, because we all think what other people will say. For me, I have a local following, which are friends, people that know me, relatives. Yeah, but after the first 5 videos, everything have gone away for me. If someone doesn't like what I'm doing, it's okay. Stop following me.
That's a good way to put it. Before I started posting on Instagram at the end of January, I was like, I don't care what people think. I don't care that they don't like me. All I care about is they know that I can help them or that I want to help in any way that I can. And that was the main thing. Then I posted a couple of days. I'm like, oh gosh, I've got to get it out of my head. I do.
If you, let's say, think and stop for a lot of time, this causes more anxiety and more stress and more, let's say, depressing feelings because you are not trying. And it's better to try and fail than not try at all. This is my motto now.
Is there anything that you would like to say to my audience or your audience if they're seeing this?
I would like to say to your audience, because I know that sometime you're going to share this interview. Look how I was interviewing people like my 3rd interview or my 4th interview, that they will be quite lucky to have you as a mentor and a person to train them to get away from their fears, to put themselves out there and stop this annoying noise in their head that they are not worth it or they cannot move forward because they cannot share their feelings and their selves in front of the camera.
Thank you for tuning in to the Invisible Marketer podcast. I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Michalis as much as I did. The value and the wisdom that he shared has had a huge impact on my business. If you would like to see where you can follow him on his journey or get today's show notes, head on over to invisiblemarketer.com/Michalis. And as always, keep tuning in to discover even more strategies that are tailored to using your superpower of being an introvert to go out and make an impact. I will see you next time.